It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. And the Tar Heels will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Florida State's offense will take the field first. Off-play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big... Like that image as a Pierre Warwick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think a swag, Reese.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you could tell the QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Lopez lost to fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asked to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play. Ball right.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, no! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
Let's see what he can do with the return. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Powers through the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Ship. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
Looking to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
The Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. The coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Sperry. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
Got his man downfield. There he goes to the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida State.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be calling on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
And it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And the Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the defense got him at the 27.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The Tar Heels send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll try the right side. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Noles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage.
absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
He'll pull it down. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. He'll take it on the return. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. First play of the period, first down here. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And now on second down for this offense. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Fires on the move. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rigby. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter who's guarding him, what coverages you play. This guy finds ways to make plays for his offense.
And the Seminoles have pushed it inside the 20. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got it in the middle. It's Rigby. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And we're going to call his name a lot today because this dude, he had over 100 last week. He has over 100 almost every single week because he's a staple in this offense. Puts up big numbers, makes big plays, and that's why he's also in the...
Throw to the end zone, picked off. All down at the 7-yard line. A nice return after the pick has him in business.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Gauze. Gives him the big stiff arm. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Now on first and 10 from the 29. They'll give it to the back. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. On the run, it's Gauze. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you turning it on. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Got room to work. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him! And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Lopez to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Ship. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Noles come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Rigby. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Berry. He's got him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap in the shotgun. Quick completion on the out. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Snagged in the middle. It's Rigby. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. still a bit short of the first down. The Seminoles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Rigby.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Going right to work up top. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now 1st down from the 46. They'll move the tight end. Use the play fake. Now to throw. They're working that left side. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Lopez wants to fire. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what...
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Tar Heels! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on top with a scoring drive here. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, nice job by the defender. Zone coverage, I read the quarterback's eyes. I could tell exactly where he's throwing the football, break on the football, see the in-breaking route by the receiver, break on it, go get a hand on it, force the incompletion.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
And they find him early, and I love it because last week they found him often. He had over 100 yards, and they found him throughout the season. This offense is built on his playmaking ability. This dude is unbelievable. He's unguardable, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy conversation. That's why he's going to be featured today and hopefully in these later moments in the season when you go win a Heisman.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting lead.
It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. There he goes.
Man, this quarterback's got so much magic. He can scramble outside the pocket. Defense has got to cover all these different things, but continue to play. Play aggressive. Hunt him. Chase him down. Put a stick on him. That's what happens. Quarterbacks will cough it up.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Lopez to pass. Throws toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
The listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the Hail Mary.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's good.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I'll tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Using his legs. It's Goff. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Cox. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. A cacophony of noise. Debilitating surround sound. The war chant on 3rd down at the dope. Going for the big play. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Tar Heels decide to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Give to the running back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the ground with the back. Gets it past the marker. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 34 with the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Oh, better look out. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard.
And it's his 4th interception of the game.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
Lopez wants to fire. Takes the easy one to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It's nice to get a quarterback an easy completion like that, but it's nicer if they can go forward. And they did not that time, Jesse.
They did not. No, the defense was just better at the point of attack.
Turning it on. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, North Carolina. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the ballgame.
And they did tack on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes...
Going over the top. Makes the catch on the left. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers and so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back. Flying out to the left. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, UNC. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover.
Oh, he's got some space. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. To the air, it's Applewhite. He took a hit as he flew it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll just down it right there. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
The Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Blasted as he lets it go. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line getting set on second down. Off play action. Heaves it deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one off.
After the misfire, it's third down. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. He'll take another shot here. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And this guy continues to pour on the stats. That's why he's in the Heisman picture, right? Had over 100 receiving yards last week. He's off to a great start today. Defenses just can't figure this guy out.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold.
Big guy tries to barrel in. Touchdown, Seminoles. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes the catch. It's gone. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Handoff to the lone back. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. So the final period starts with a second down play. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Lopez to pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for him. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it, floating down toward the earth. And the returner goes down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Things have not gone the way they planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And and he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the tailback. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, no!
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass, try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call, throwing the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looking for blockers. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Takes the handoff. It's Bonifer. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Working the middle. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up, try to confuse the QB. It's not working. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Caught in the backfield. It's Cox. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. Nice move to pick up yardage. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Gives it on the option. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Tar Heels line up to punt it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the coverage team will get to it, and they'll down it just inside the 30. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The play action fake. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Got him downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Noles will line it up on 1st and 10.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Using his legs, it's Moulton. Cobb sliding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Barrels ahead. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they have surged on top here in the final 2 minutes.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job right here late in the 4th quarter. They put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle is Cox. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets open down the middle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Gauze. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looking downfield on first down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. And the Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Lopez wants to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Down to possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And how about this QB coming up clutch in a big moment? Gotta have it. You've dreamed about it your whole life. He puts the ball on the money. They make the catch, take the lead with seconds remaining on the clock.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bates. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to throw. It's Applewhite. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Here's a throw downfield late. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long.
He'll take the deep shot. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.